So in this video, I have pretty much lots of different subject matters to share. So it's a little bit multifaceted, multidimensional, this video, a little bit more than usual. But I just wanted to have a little bit of a giggle and a laugh. Like if ever you want to see your name in lights, I mean, this has got to be it, right? Does that mean I've arrived? Like, what's not to love? But anyway, this is my logo, which a lot of you know. But I have to just tell you, not many people know this. This is actually a crop circle. When you go onto the website, it's actually a moving video. When it zooms out, you can actually see it. And this is actually a field, a legit field in the UK, crop circle. I'm going to move aside again so you can receive the galactic encodements. Did you get it? Did you get them? Okay, so I'm going to dive into this video because it's a bit of a licorice all sorts, this one. So first of all, I'm just going to start off by saying that this is huge, exciting times for all of us because we are really waking up. I mean, we really are 95% downloaded. You may not feel like it, but it's truth. We walked through March and we're walking through April, very powerful energies. And we are literally coming to that oneness, actually. We're starting to look like this, because it's happening. It really, really is happening. And if you're not so much in that vibe and you're still struggling quite a lot, let me tell you, the majority of the masses have actually stepped into that through that ascension portal, which happened on Ascension Week, which has tipped the scales. So, for those of you that are like kind of thinking, well, I'm not feeling it, you don't worry, you're good. You're going in the same direction. And, because those scales are tipping, you're on it. You're okay. It's all gonna move in the right direction. So, I mean, today's retrograde. So a lot of you may be feeling, I mean, retrogrades, I don't invest too much energy in because we can get really negative about it without realizing it. What we need to do is expand into these energetic shifts now. It's really important to actually look at it and go, right, instead of like putting your crash helmet on and kind of like getting in the cupboard and waiting for it all to pass because it's full moon or super moon or whatever, at some point we need to understand and recognize ourselves as these very, very powerful multidimensional beings that we are, that we can actually move in and join with the elements. We can actually go, great full moon, bring it on. My energy meets with that essential power that is bestowed upon you in all of these changes. You know what I mean? With the moons, with the cycles, and all of that. So as we go into retrograde, you know what I mean? It's literally like a sushi Bob, when the sushi goes around in circles. Whatever you have forgotten or whatever you've not cleared up on, that's what retrograde does for me. Just brings stuff back that say, you just need to look at this again. That old thing, just tidy that up a little bit. And if you change your perspective and your energy and your understanding as to where you are and what truly is going on, you're going to refrain from going small and bracing because it's eclipse season, or it's like, it's retrograde or whatever, because that actually pulls you back. Because essentially what you're saying is like, I don't recognize myself as a ascended master. I don't recognize myself as a powerful being. I mean, do you think the Egyptians sat there? I actually said this in another video. Do you think the Egyptians sat there and went, oh my God, it's eclipse season, and everybody starts freaking out? Do you think the goddesses sat there in the temple and went, oh my God, chicks, it's full moon tomorrow and I'm probably going to get my period and it's going to be a shit show? Do you know what I mean? They didn't do that because they were like oneness wisdom, man. So I'm just saying, and I thought about that the other day. I thought, well, let's not brace, let's embrace. Okay, so there's that. So this is a really important video because I am inviting you to something. This is your official invite. And I've been quietly behind the scenes beavering away on what I'm going to share with you now, which is why I've been kind of like quite intermittent on social media, because I've been building another platform. I've been building another temple. And I'm inviting every single one of you to come and join my community. Of course, if you resonate with everything I'm always popping off about, well, there's a lot more in this circle community I've now created. Now, this circle community is off social media, so it's a private invite. But I say private, I'm inviting all of you guys that follow me. So come. We're already in there. So just come and join us. So bit by bit, I'm slowly bringing in my community to meet over there in Circle. Now, what's different over there? Well, it's completely free. Okay. So there's absolutely no excuse whatsoever to say, oh, I just can't. No, you can, because it doesn't cost you a thing. Okay. So you just download the app from the link, which is, if you're watching on Instagram, link is in bio. If you're watching on YouTube, there is a link on here, but I'm actually going to just put it in the write-up, and you just go along and sign up and sign in. That's it, and that's all. So in there, I speak a bit more in depth. They're like kind of more like video masterclasses. I go deeper into more subject matters. I talk more about certain subjects which are, obviously always Egypt and everything like that, but to do with ascension and everything like that. But it is a little bit different to here. And there's a lot of my meditations going in there now. So they won't be so much on YouTube. They'll all be in there. So please go along and enjoy them, because I'm just recording, downloading, and I'm just popping it all in there. Eventually we'll have kind of like group chats and things like that, maybe once a month. But for now, I'm just getting my peeps all in one space. And on there is a really, really good mini masterclass for the Heka codes. Now, let me talk to you about the Heka codes a little bit, because something very powerful is happening at the moment. There is a massive, massive ascension, expansion. Like, everybody has woken up. I am not lying when I say in the past 2 weeks, I have been inundated. I mean, inundated with people getting hold of me to speak to me about Egypt, like their connections. Oh my God, Sekhmet, this, that, and the other. And I've had so many really cool Zoom calls with people, and just like, wow. And everybody's encodements are coming online now. Now, about 6 weeks ago, maybe 6 weeks to 2 months ago, something really, really powerful happened in Egypt. It went through a huge shift. It was online before, but now it's really online. And there was a massive expansion in its frequency. It brought a new level energetically out into the open for us. Melchizedek actually was channeling that and said, yeah, that was his message. He said it's online, which is why probably I'm going out to Egypt on Tuesday, which is why I'm taking my group out there for this sacred mission and expedition. So it's really, really expanded and come online, probably, which is why everybody's feeling the Egypt fever right now, So Heka Codes is actually a mentorship offering that I work with, 3 sessions. I'm not going to go into it in too much depth, because I'm not going to bore you with the long details, but go onto the Circle community and there is a mini masterclass there. So you can dip your toe in and kind of get a real feeling about what the Heka Codes is all about. Heka means magic and medicine in the Egyptian, the Egyptian ways, alchemy, right? Now, my work is all about bringing all of you, or anybody who needs that assistance, in bringing your alchemy and your powerful magical abilities online to bring your encodements out into the open, okay? I am not here to teach you a workshop or anything on how to channel or do this, that, and the other. You know how to do that. You know what gifts and abilities you hold within. You might not know, but subconsciously, and that's what needs to be brought online. Okay. Once you kind of flick the switch, meaning you clear the density that is preventing you from actually seeing, third eye seeing your energetic self, which is very powerful, then you can see which power tool you need to pick up. So the Heka Codes is done in 3 sessions, right? And they take about 6 weeks to 2 months to kind of work through, or depending on what's coming up for you. But there are 3 creator gods from Egypt. Well, there's many, but there's 3 creator gods I work with. One is Sia, Hu, and Heka. Sia is the first session. He is the god of perception. So what is your vision? What is your intention? Then the second session is Hu. He breathes and speaks your idea into being. He's the god of utterance. So we start to create pathways and physical support, divine masculine templates to land your idea into that. And then when we get to the third session, you got Heka, which is actually the god of magic and medicine. He is the activating force. So we go through this beautiful journey of really bringing through your encodements and bringing them online with the systems, with the assistance of the gods, so to speak. But it is exponentially powerful. And the people that I've already worked with, okay, blows my mind. Like, it's ridiculous. Every single person is different that comes through. And it's like doing medicine journeys. Not one session or mentorship is the same. But the end game is they're connecting with what they've come here with, and then away they go. And that's the difference with this work, okay? It is a one-time hit. The same as my Egypt tour. You're not meant to come back and hang back again and come back again, because once you know, you can't unknow. And now it's a case of you have to tap in directly to your gifts and abilities and directly up there Because once you are empowered with that and you are in contact and connection with your blueprint and your power and your sovereignty and what you've come here to do, why would you need to go and endlessly learn, searching for something that you've already got online? You know what I mean? So basically, when you go with the Egypt tour or you go with the Heka codes, it's the same thing. If you're coming through this portal, you are come out the other end, you're good to go. You're going to go and create something massive. You're on your way. That's it. You know what I mean? That is it. And that is why I'm always talking to the conscious creators, because that's you. I'm always talking to, putting my Batman sign in the sky to find my peeps, because over and beyond Egypt tours, over and beyond, Heka codes, what's it really all about? It's about community. I don't mean that in the eye roll sense of okay, another community circle and we all sit there and bang our tambourines and sing Kumbaya. I like that. I do like that though. But no, this is community as in the whole world. Humanity is now working together with each other to build a brand new earth, not being triggered by each other because that one's too controlling or that person is just too much in that they're just vying for power. That, you know what I mean? Because what happens is we just bump heads. We don't want to work with anybody. We don't want to co-create with anyone because it's just too triggering, because of the ego is still at play. So this is what the Heka codes and the Egypt tour is all about. It's for those who are ready to step out of this old bullshit, because we're so fed up of it, right? Of being so scared and fearful and being bullied, or maybe we're the bully, who knows? Whatever. We want to just be in our love vibes. We want to create with others, same frequency, and we just want to have fun. And that's what it's all about. So the only way that we're going to be able to create new earth is when we get over our shit. Okay. So that is why the Heka codes and the Tablets of Light tour is a very, very powerful portal. Now, just a quick mention on that, because I'll speak more about it when I get back from Egypt this time. The Tablets of Light tour 2024 is indeed open, and they're already bookings and bums on seats, as it were. So if you are feeling that call, just pop me a message and let's have a Zoom call and talk about infinite possibilities. No obligation, no pressure. That's not how it rolls here. This is about having a conversation. You going away, let the codes flow, see what you feel about everything. And if you're ready to dive in, then it's a go-go. Do you know what I mean? So that's really important. Make use of that no-cost Zoom call, just not in the next 2 weeks while I'm in the pyramids. That's all. But going back to the group, in the group, I'm going to be uploading all of my my Egypt tour now. I'm actually going on Tuesday. And I've bought myself a GoPro, so I'm going to be in the Great Pyramid and I'm going to be uploading some really cool footage of what we're doing inside. And, I'm going to be sharing with as much as possible, because I do understand it is not always available for all of us to go to Egypt. So I'm going to bring it to you, which is another reason why I created this circle platform, because, we got to come together and we got to share all the magic. So I'm inviting you to my house over there. Okay. So if you're feeling calls for any of this, first of all, I would say the first things first, get yourself in the circle community, because there is things that you can dip your toe in and just feel it out. Come over to my house, lap it up, enjoy, kick back, relax, come over to the community. And then from there, you'll be able to feel it out, because the main focus of all of my work is to make sure we all get to where we agreed to get to. So that might be going to India. That might be, I don't know, do you know what I mean? Doing something completely different. It doesn't always have to be Egypt orientated. It needs to be purpose orientated. You have very, very special encodements you've agreed to bring through, and it is essential. You are essential to the movement. And without you, that's how important you are. We can't do this. So if you're sat there thinking, little old me, what have I got to bring? Well, then that we need to have a conversation, because you've got a lot. You know what I mean? So with that, I just want to sign off by kind of sharing a channel that I did that came through the other day. And, we're on a final push of really reclaiming our power. We're kind of in the final stages of reclaiming probably one of our most powerful soul parts. So it's soul retrieval. We're going through a very, very powerful soul retrieval right now. And the last soul part, or last two parts maybe, are parts of you that broke away, which is the biggest key holder. So it's really easy to love ourselves in the light, but it's not so easy to love ourselves when we were that dark person, okay, in past lives. And quite honestly, that's been and gone, but we still vibrate with pieces kind of vibrating outside of us that need to come home, because they need to be healed. And the reason this is so important, what I'm talking about, is because we've overlooked it. Okay, because we don't want to look at that. And we're wondering why we're only 90% downloaded. These guys have got to come home. We got to soul retrieve them in. Now, the reason I'm sharing this is because many of us are experiencing, I want to say attacks, maybe persecution, quite intense experiences with other people, but it's not about the personality, other people version of that. It's about your soul, your guides trying to show you, hey, we're all mirrors. That person is you. You need to bring that place where you're like, oh my God, I really don't like them. They're really, oh no, that's terrible what they did to me or whatever. You need to look at that because it's not about the person. Forget about the personality, forget about the story, but look at what's going on in the energy. And that is a soul part saying, hey, I want to come home now. I was that bad guy. Can you love me into alignment, please? So I'm sharing this because we really are going through a powerful portal right now. And as we move through April, we're going to be on an even more bigger level than where we are now. Like I say, everyone is exploding. Humanity is exploding. Humanity is exploding with Heka. And I'm getting inundated by people just coming to do the Heka codes and all that. So it's happening. It's happening. So rather like get it done, look at what's going on around you. Don't get lost in the story of the drama. Understand it's a soul retrieval that needs to come home and get it popping. Now, just before I go into the channel, there is a video and a meditation, a guided meditation called the Soul Retrieval with Lady Isis that I put onto my community. So, you know, please go on there and go and use it because like it's powerful and it's very assistive. So, you know, so you got lots of gifts waiting there for you. So I invite you now just to take a nice long inhale and an exhale, just like that. Because I want to share with you a channel that came through for my Starseed Council. Close your eyes or just chill out or just receive these codes because it's very powerful and it will lead you gently into floating into the circle and maybe going to do that meditation. So this is what came through. So great change is upon us and within us. We can feel this profound surge forward coupled with an expansive heart activation. This particular activation has granted access and opened the portal to your Christ consciousness codes. Compassion runs deep within you as you now realize that you are not your pain. You are not what you have been told by the dark corners of your mind. There has been a monumental detox of old timelines that held these non-truths. You will find that these past experiences will be presented to you once again. You will have an opportunity and a chance to rewrite your history. You will have an opportunity to right a wrong, to bring a very powerful soul aspect back into alignment. From the external perception, one might feel attacked, maybe even persecuted. However, we urge you to look deeper, dear heart, for within the experience, the person, the lesson, is actually a loving soul who has agreed to show themselves to you in this lifetime. For you to understand that this is indeed a mirror, that it is you, beloved. Now, do you turn away in disgust? Do you turn away in fear or outrage? Look deeper. Look beyond the pain, for there you will find compassion. There you will see the truth. The truth will set you free, so allow it. We are all aspects of one another, and in every moment, you will experience yourself in the beauty and the shadow. All is well, dear heart. Do not contract when faced with adversity. Expand beyond the triggers. Embrace the lower vibrations and bring them home to your heart. This is the pathway to wholeness. Once you embody and understand this concept, you will experience a powerful surge forward on your ascension path. Do not get stuck in the story, for this will just keep you stagnant forever. Beyond this space, you will experience your divine self as unconditional love and so forth. You will also experience your reality as the same. This is the portal to ascension, through the heart. There is only one doorway to this, dear one, and it takes a warrior's heart to walk through this doorway. This is who you are, a galactic warrior of the stars. You have come to seed your soul essence deeply into Gaia, to be free, to be loved, to be love. That is it, and that is all. We love you dearly. Your Starseed Council. So there you have it. So that comes with a lot of energy. Every time I read that, I feel that kind of like moving through my system, and it lands every time that I read that, you know, it kind of like unlocks more and more and more. So yeah, so we are, so don't take it personally. Everything is your movie. You created this movie, so you put every single character in it, every single unpreferred and preferred experience for your own pathway to ascension, because we're all going to get there. So when you look at it like that, you can then take the right action through a very, very high heart response, not a reaction. And then when you look at everything like that, that it is in fact an opportunity for growth and transformation, you will move through this super quick. So if you feel called for the hacker codes, let's get on a no-cost Zoom call. If you feel called, of which you can go through the link in bio, or yeah, it'll all be there. You know, it's all in that link. Or if you feel called to chat about the Tablets of Light tour, that's coming. That's actually May 9th, 2024. Sounds quite a long time away, but it actually comes around very quickly when you're on this ascension path, let me tell you. Only feels like 5 minutes ago I was in Egypt light, and now I'm going again. And then also as well, the circle community. Get yourself there first of all. Get your conducive surroundings, and then things will just flow like this, because everything is round and everything is like a crop circle, really galactic and amazing and awesome. Anyway, thank you for watching. Peace and love, y'all. And I will speak to you soon. I'll see you in the circle.